On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Singe.
To burn something slightly or superficially, usually by mistake.
Examples:
Singe off the hair over the flames. Singe the edges of a fabric. I didn't realize the iron was still hot and singed my dress.
Envy.
To experience a feeling of jealousy or resentment towards someone because of their possessions, qualities, or achievements. To desire to have something that someone else has. Noun, a feeling of resentment or jealousy towards someone else's perceived advantage or success.
Examples:
Envy his success. Feeling envy toward him. I can't help but envy my friend's ability to stay calm in stressful situations.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Execution.
The act or process of carrying out a plan, order, or course of action. The act or process of carrying out the death penalty.
Examples:
Compulsory execution. Execution by injection. The execution of the plan was flawless, resulting in a record-breaking profit for the company.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Hunger.
A strong desire or craving for something, a feeling of discomfort or weakness caused by lack of food, a chronic condition of insufficient food intake and malnutrition.
Examples:
Hunger pangs. Chronic hunger. Many people in the world suffer from hunger and malnourishment every day.
Co-worker.
A person who works with another in the same company or organization.
Examples:
Coworker relationship. Argue with a coworker. My ex-coworker and I had different working styles, but managed to get along.
Shock.
A strong feeling or physical reaction to a sudden and unexpected event or experience, especially something unpleasant.
Examples:
Death from shock. Shock resistant. He got an electric shock at work.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
suffer a setback, suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Erase.
To remove something completely, especially by rubbing it.
Examples:
erase a memory, erased the files. He attempted to erase the misspelled word.
Lifeless.
Without life, dead.
Examples:
fall lifeless, a lifeless corpse. The plant had a lifeless appearance, indicating that it was not getting enough water.
Emaciated.
Extremely thin or weak, especially as a result of illness or starvation.
Examples:
become emaciated, emaciated form. The emaciated man was severely malnourished.
Stare.
To gaze or look fixedly and intently at someone or something, often in a questioning, curious, or suspicious manner. Noun, a fixed, intense, and prolonged gaze or look.
Examples:
stare blankly, give a menacing stare. He couldn't help but stare at the beautiful sunset over the ocean.
Helpless.
Unable to take care of oneself or to do things without help.
Examples:
helpless baby, helpless victims. I feel so helpless without you.
Famine.
A severe shortage of food, often caused by drought, war, or economic reasons.
Examples:
famine relief, coal famine. The severe famine caused by the drought has left many people without food.
Ultimate.
Furthest or highest in degree or order.
Examples:
the ultimate goal in life, the ultimate luxury. Management must take ultimate responsibility for the accident.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
survive a blizzard, survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Bug.
Any tiny insect, a fault or defect in a computer program, system, or machine.
Examples:
bug bites, number of bug fixes. I found a stink bug crawling across the ceiling.
Bark.
The hard outer layer of a tree, a sound made by dogs or some other animals.
Examples:
trees with rough bark, bark at the moon. He removed the bark from the tree.
Frequent.
Happening constantly.
Examples:
frequent absence, frequent use. His heartaches are less frequent now.
Satellite.
An electronic device that is sent up into space and moves around the Earth or another planet, used for gathering information or communicating by radio, television, etc.
Examples:
a GPS satellite, a meteorological satellite. Launching an artificial satellite contributed to the technological development of our country.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples:
low-rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Ugly.
Unattractive in appearance, unpleasant to look at.
Examples:
an ugly sound, ugly building. The ugly truth was that he had been lying to her for months.
Distant.
Far away in space, time, or where you are, far apart in relevance, relationship, or kinship.
Examples:
a distant memory, distant ancestors. The sun set over the crest of distant hills.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
a remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Refugee.
A displaced person who has crossed national borders and who cannot or is unwilling to return home due to political, religious, or economic reasons or because of a war.
Examples:
global refugee crisis. The refugee camp. The community warmly welcomed the refugees.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Illegal.
Not allowed by law.
Examples:
illegal drugs. Child of illegal immigrants. The customs agents seized the illegal shipment.
Migrant.
A traveler who moves from one region or country to another, especially to find work or better living conditions, a bird or an animal that moves from one place to another.
Examples:
migrant worker. the movement of migrant birds. The government revoked his license to employ migrant labor crews.
Constant.
Happening repeatedly or all the time.
Examples:
a constant wind. A constant temperature. Constant dropping wears away the stone.
Identity.
The fact of being who or what somebody or something is, the features, emotions, or ideas that distinguish persons from one another.
Examples:
mistaken identity. Identity as an individual. The terrorist's identity remains unknown.
Repatriate.
To return a person or group of people to their country of origin or citizenship. To bring back someone who was deported or exiled.
Examples:
repatriate capital. Repatriate prisoners. The government has agreed to repatriate refugees back to their home countries.
Horrible.
Extremely unpleasant or bad, causing fear or disgust.
Examples:
horrible accident. Horrible smell. The experience was horrible and left a lasting impression.
Fate.
The development of events beyond one's control, destiny, the ultimate outcome or consequence of a situation or person's actions.
Examples:
fate of nations. Accept my fate. The fortune teller predicted his fate and warned him of the looming danger.
Nightmare.
A very frightening or unpleasant dream.
Examples:
have a nightmare. Nightmare situation. Life as a waiter was a big nightmare for him.
Interrogate.
To examine someone with questions over a lengthy period of time, especially in an aggressive manner.
Examples:
interrogate an enemy soldier. Interrogated by police. The lawyer spent a considerable time to adequately interrogate the witness.
Accuse.
To charge or criticize someone with a crime or wrongdoing.
Examples:
accuse his rudeness. Accuse each other. The witness accused the defendant of committing the robbery.
Quest.
A long or challenging search for something.
Examples:
the quest for truth. On a quest for happiness. That adventurer traveled in quest of buried treasure.
Scared.
Afraid or frightened.
Examples:
scared all the time. Scared dog. I'm scared of insects.
Explode.
To burst or break open violently and noisily, to cause something to burst or break open.
Examples:
explode in anger, explode in popularity. The old building exploded in a fiery inferno.
Unnatural.
Not in accordance with the normal or natural order, or not normal, typical, or expected.
Examples:
unnatural death, unnatural disaster. The unnatural growth of the city has disrupted wildlife habitats.
Imprison.
To confine a person to a prison, a detention facility, or a place of involuntary confinement.
Examples:
imprison illegal immigrant, imprison myself within the room. He was imprisoned for embezzlement.
Emotion.
A strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples:
control my emotion, afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Aft.
The opposite of forward, located at or towards the rear or back of a ship, aircraft, or other vehicle.
Examples:
aft cabin, aft view. The aft section of the ship suffered significant damage after the collision with the reef.
Fin.
A thin flat part on the body of a fish or other aquatic animal used for propulsion or balance.
Examples:
back fin, a fin of a plane. The shark's powerful fins allowed it to swim at high speeds.
Miracle.
An act or occurrence that is not explicable by natural or scientific laws, and is therefore believed to be caused by God.
Examples:
miracle person, economic miracle. The doctors said that her recovery was a miracle.
Asylum.
Protection granted to someone who has left their home country as a political refugee.
Examples:
grant asylum, asylum law. The refugees sought asylum in the neighboring country.
Embassy.
The diplomatic building where a country's representatives to a foreign country are based.
Examples:
embassy staff, embassy function. The embassy building was heavily guarded by security personnel.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
eventually become obsolete, eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
release a prisoner, release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Countless.
Too numerous to be counted or very many.
Examples:
Countless hours. Answer countless questions. There are countless methods for dealing with stress.
Torture.
The act of causing intense pain or suffering to someone to punish them, extract information from them, or for some other reason.
Examples:
A torture chamber. An instrument of torture. The use of torture is strictly prohibited under international law.
Publicly.
In a manner accessible to or observable by the public, by the government.
Examples:
Publicly accessible record. Publicly financed schools. She publicly denounced the government's mishandling of the economic crisis.
Execute.
To kill someone, especially as a legal punishment, to carry out or perform an action, duty, etc.
Examples:
Execute a bold strategy. Execute a double play. The mafioso who collaborated with the police was executed.
Fortunate.
Having good luck or lucky.
Examples:
Fortunate situation. Less fortunate person. He was pretty fortunate to pass the exam.
Tragic.
Causing great sadness or suffering, very unfortunate.
Examples:
Tragic love stories. Tragic death. The tragic events of the war left many families torn apart.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Upside.
The positive aspect or potential of something, the upper side of something.
Examples:
Have no upside. Market upside. Many people see the upside of traveling as an opportunity to experience new cultures and broaden their horizons.
Instant.
Happening immediately, with no delay.
Examples:
Get instant access. An instant reply. His pleasant face turned cold in an instant.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Settle.
To reach an agreement of disagreement.
Examples:
settle a dispute, settle down in the town. I don't want to settle for second best.
Challenging.
Difficult, demanding, or requiring a high degree of skill or effort, presenting a difficult problem or obstacle.
Examples:
challenging task, mentally challenging. The advanced math problem was challenging, but the student was determined to solve it.
Gap.
A conspicuous disparity or difference separates something such as a figure, people, their opinions, situation, etc.
Examples:
the gap between ideal and reality. Distance gap. Many people are working together to close the gender gap.
Division.
The act or outcome of splitting into separate parts, a critical organizational unit or sector.
Examples:
cellular division, division chief. Which division of the company do you work in?
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
financial crisis, crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Adjust.
To make a minor modification to something to make it more suited for a new set of conditions, or to make it function better.
Examples:
adjust a schedule, adjust the rearview mirror. You have to adjust your contents to the age of the audience.
Shocking.
Extremely or surprisingly bad, or causing a strong emotional response such as surprise or disgust.
Examples:
shocking response, shocking revelation. The news of the accident was shocking and left many in shock.
Intercept.
To stop and catch someone or something to prevent them from continuing to a destination.
Examples:
intercept an enemy force, intercept X-rays. It is illegal to intercept police radio.
Punishment.
A penalty or consequence inflicted for wrongdoing or offense, a means of enforcing discipline or preventing further wrongdoing.
Examples:
punishment for a crime, humiliating punishment. The judge gave severe punishment to the criminal who committed the heinous crime.
Forcibly.
Done by physical power or violence, against someone's will.
Examples:
forcibly remove, forcibly taken into a car. The police officer forcibly removed the protesters from the public park.
Desolate.
Deserted, barren, or lonely, causing a feeling of sadness or hopelessness.
Examples:
a desolate scene, desolate moon. The deserted island was desolate and uninhabited.
Locate.
To specify or determine the exact position of someone or something.
Examples:
locate a missing pet, locate a tumor. The robot can accurately locate construction material.
Countryside.
Rural areas or regions outside of cities and urban centers, often characterized by open fields, farmland, forests, and countryside scenery.
Examples:
countryside scenery, countryside lifestyle. The small village in the countryside was perfect for a quiet getaway.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
incredible amount, at incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Distance.
The amount of space between 2 points, measured in units such as miles, meters, or kilometers, the extent, scope, or range between two things, such as distance or emotional distance.
Examples:
driving distance, social distance. The marathon runner covered a long distance in a short amount of time.
Flee.
To leave by running away, especially out of fear or danger.
Examples:
flee their homes, flee abroad. It is a basic instinct to flee from a dangerous situation.
Arrest.
To take into custody.
Examples:
arrest the thief, arrest the progress. A police officer has the authority to arrest a criminal.
Impulsive.
Acting suddenly without any planning and without considering the effects they may have.
Examples:
an impulsive force, do impulsive buying. He regrets the impulsive behavior he took in his drunken state.
Deaf.
Lacking the ability to hear, or having impaired hearing, unresponsive or unaware of certain sounds or signals.
Examples:
deaf in one ear, deaf child. The deaf student needed an interpreter to understand the lecture.
Dumb.
Lacking the power of speech, unable to speak, stupid, or lacking intelligence.
Examples:
dumb creatures, struck dumb. He made a dumb mistake and forgot to submit the report on time. Chaperone. A person, typically an older woman, who accompanies and supervises a younger woman or a group of young people in social situations to ensure proper behavior. Verb, to accompany and supervise someone, especially a young person, on a social occasion to ensure their safety and proper behavior.
Examples:
chaperone duties, need for a chaperone. The school dance required each group of students to have a chaperone to supervise.
Suspicious.
Making you feel that someone has done something wrong, illegal, or dishonest without any evidence.
Examples:
report suspicious activity. A person who is suspicious. We carefully examine each suspicious transaction report we receive.
Bribe.
To try to make someone do something to gain one's favors or influence by giving a gift of money or other inducements.
Examples:
bribe a politician. Bribe him with food. He tries to bribe the ship's captain to export illegal products.
Jail.
A facility where criminals are kept to be punished for their crimes, a prison.
Examples:
county jail. Be in jail. The police escorted the prisoner to the jail.
Crossing.
The act of going from one side to the other, a place where roads, railway tracks, or rivers intersect.
Examples:
crossing bridge. A crossing keeper. The busy road was closed for a few hours for a railway crossing.
Forth.
Forward, outward, or onward in location, direction, or progress, into view or consideration, with confidence, boldness, or in the open.
Examples:
bring forth a beautiful vase. Call forth demand. I pushed forth with my new project, even though it would take much hard work.
Immigration.
The act or process of coming to live permanently in a foreign country.
Examples:
immigration control. Immigration application. The immigration policy in this country is stringent, making it difficult for many people to obtain a visa.
Desperately.
In a way that shows a lack of hope and a willingness to do anything because of the problematic situation, with great urgency.
Examples:
desperately anxious. Desperately ill patient. The baby clung desperately to her mother.
Dictionary.
A reference book containing an alphabetical list of words and their definitions, as well as information about their origins, usage, and pronunciation.
Examples:
dictionary definition. Online dictionary. I need to purchase a new English dictionary.
Hesitate.
To pause decision before saying or doing something.
Examples:
hesitate for a moment. Hesitate to ask for help. Please do not hesitate to call us.
Symbol.
Something visible that is used to represent something else.
Examples:
Symbol color. Symbol for happiness. The dragon is considered a symbol of bravery.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Ray.
A narrow line of light, heat, or another form of energy.
Examples:
Opaque to X-rays. Effect of cosmic rays. Gamma rays penetrate body tissues and cause cell damage.
Reunite.
To bring two or more people together again after a period of separation.
Examples:
Reunite after 5 years. Reunite with my friend. The band will reunite only for this show.
Inspiration.
Something that motivates or encourages someone to create or achieve something, or a feeling of excitement or creativity.
Examples:
Source of inspiration. Get inspiration from nature. He found inspiration in the works of his favorite authors.
Aspiring.
Desiring or striving for recognition or advancement, wanting to be successful in life.
Examples:
Aspiring prime minister. Have aspiring eyes. He was extremely generous to the aspiring young artist.
Prosper.
To be successful or thriving, especially financially, to grow and develop well, to flourish.
Examples:
Prosper in the long run. Prosper as a trading hub. With careful planning and hard work, she was able to prosper in her new business venture.
Confident.
Feeling sure about your abilities or qualities, or having trust in people, plans, or the future.
Examples:
Feel confident. A confident remark. I'm not confident in our victory.
Succeed.
To accomplish or achieve a desired or intended result or goal. To prosper or attain success in a given field or endeavor.
Examples:
Succeed beyond expectations. Succeed academically. I hope to succeed in my career and live a happy life.